I know it goes without saying, but it is in fact that time again. What time is that, you may ask? Come on. Come on. The expert playlist. Welcome back. It's the witching hour. It's a strange night. Oh my goodness, I can hear the clips popping off in my phone as they get posted to social media. I hope you're all doing well. Of course, you already know we're in the middle of what is quite possibly the best RPG I've played in years. And, listen, I'll be the first to admit, haven't been a ton of RPGs over the years. You know, some here and there. But definitely not JRPGs, and definitely not Final Fantasy. I am very happy to return to the series in this way. Because on a very surface level, it reminds me, at least so far, it reminds me of everything I enjoyed about the Final Fantasy series, at least early on. Or at the very least, this is definitely what I was imagining in my head while watching small sprites and or not so detailed CGI movies doing their thing. I really don't mind this action focus. Something tells me that the Final Fantasy franchise will never be static turn-based ever again. But it's nice that it's turned into this, at least for this installment. At the very least, you know, and I think this is a feather in Final Fantasy's cap. No two Final Fantasy games, or it's very rare that two Final Fantasy games have ever played the same. And by that I mean had the same mechanics, same character dynamics, you know. If it's always a switch up, this is definitely one of the more fun ways to accomplish that. So, with all that having been said, I think it's time to continue this playthrough. Now, just like last time, I ain't gonna hold you, fam. We're gonna have to hit the active time lore button. We're gonna have to hit the active time lore button and just catch up on what it is we were doing just last night. All right, now in the most wonderful thing to go over here. In the most unsurprising twist ever, is it turns out it was Clive who ended up killing his poor brother Joshua via summoning something he absolutely had no idea how to control, and watched helplessly as it beat his brother to smithereens. Now, is this a twist that was really hard to see coming? I don't think so, for the most part. I mean, again, we established very early on that bearers and dominants are the only ones that wield magic. And for that matter, that there seems to be a specific element tied to specific people. Now, they made a big deal out of saying that Joshua was a dominant and that Clive could have been the dominant, but he wasn't powerful enough. But when you use Clive, he's pretty adept with the magic he does use. And And, if the magic that these people are using come from a very specific god or deity or being, same way wind seems to come from Garuda or fire from Ifrit, I thought it was really weird that Clive was throwing fire all over the place when his brother was supposed to be the more attuned one. So when Ifrit came out, who was also a fire icon, I kind of gave pause, because in the moment he was summoned, Clive was terrified for Joshua's life. And it seems like an emotional response like that would trigger some kind of weird, In any case, poor Clive, he finally caught up to the rest of us and found out that the demon he'd been chasing this entire time was him. That is true. The hooded man, okay, look, again, listen. If this is Joshua, I would not be surprised. Look at the description. A mysterious man, and remember, it's 13 years later. So if Clive is like 28, that would make Joshua like 26, 23? Depending on how old he was. I don't remember how old he was, but this would make him at least a teenager. Anyway, a mysterious man that many believe to be a dominant of fire. Clive first saw him at Phoenix Gate on the night of the Imperial invasion, and for years believed him to be the dominant of the icon that killed his brother. But to Clive's eternal chagrin, he has proved otherwise. And I get that. But what if it's Joshua anyway? Like, what if he went back in time or something? I'm going in the weeds, right? But no, it just looks like a young man in a hood who controls fire, and my brain is just going Joshua. But yes, the hooded man led Clive to his unfortunate revelation. Oh, and Gav. We met Gav just the other day, He's the one that helped us find the dominant of fire. He's a good info guy. He's a cool info guy. He gets info about the people. But now with all of the new info we have, and the new news about Clive and his terrible, terrible, mischievous ways, I think we've got enough leverage to claw forward here. I think we've got enough grizzle here. What say you? Do we start from where we left off and try and find the King's Fall? I personally feel like that would be a great idea. Yeah, you know what? I'm about that life. I think we're gonna do that. Let's get some screen going.
Odin and Bahama had at it by all accounts. Not by Bill and us.
I seen that.
Gods, it's a wonder we didn't feel it here.
I seen it. As soon as he appeared and that beard came up, I said, "Boy." This is another thing I guess I'm really attuned to, because at the moment I'm sitting here thinking to myself, wow, as a primary, I don't want to say lifetime Final Fantasy fan, and I don't want to be disingenuous and say that I've played through every single one of them. I've played through about 2/3 of them and then kind of put them away afterward. I'm not Final Fantasy obsessive by any means, but I'm a big enough fan, or I'm at least enough of a fan to know when I'm hearing remixes of old tunes, depending on the game, and just seeing, new interpretations of summons that I haven't, that I've seen before. And I think part of that is part of the fun for any Final Fantasy, enthusiast. But wow, they really do outdo themselves every time these characters are reimagined.
Back on your feet, are you?
At least for the most part, okay? We're working with some really talented
I've
people.
enough to worry about without you deciding to do yourself a mischief.
Working with some really talented individuals, okay, on the FF team.
Back on your feet, are you? Make sure you stay that way. I've enough to worry about without you deciding to do yourself a mischief.
Do yourself a mischief. That's that ye old medieval speak. That and a lot of F words will apparently get you a long way. Like,
I thought I had escaped them, but the royal army may be at their gates.
I feel like we've got the raw violence of Game of Thrones and the fucks of The Witcher. I mean, I don't think I have any training to do. I think I can... Oh, I love that. I forgot about that. That's so fucking cool. That's so cool. I love that you can replay boss encounters. Oh my god! That's so awesome. Yeah, this is so not a Final Fantasy game, but I'm here for it. That's so cool. Oh man, I would love to replay that. Excuse me, spectacular. Look at that. You can even replay whole chapters? Give me a break, guys. Nah, chill. I'm spoiled. I'm officially spoiled, dude. Excuse me. Duty be calling, you know, you feel me? Okay, so where was I? I was really just getting reacquainted. You know, if you're looking at my buttons here, if you could see my buttons, so as I was saying, buttons. You know what I used to do, and this was I was always want to do this. You know, this was always fun. I just used to put it up here. Remember, I would move it around depending on like what the day was. But anyway, yeah. If you look at my buttons, I don't want a button mash, so I'm really trying my best here to, you know, really be judicious with my attacking. I don't want to cheese it out too much, but I do want to know what I'm doing. You know what I wish? I wish it were possible to still do attacks in some way, shape, or form. I mean, while you're charging, you can throw flames like this. The fact that you can still jump, and the fact that you can jump and still do Phoenix strikes like this is kind of amazing. The only reason I'm able to do this is because I have a DualSense Edge. So, you know, just for our crab players or our PC players out here, wow. You have such a tactical advantage, it's insane. The fact that you can buffer multiple commands like this is kind of wild. Like, I can still Phoenix Fireball. You can't buffer it into the end of the shot, though. Oh, wait. If I wasn't saving up for that stinking Phoenix attack, I would have totally bought the follow-up to the, to that move by now. Look at that. It looks so booty when you don't have any elements behind it. It's so awful. So my brain really wants to use L2 for modifiers and not for switching. It's going to take a while for my brain to get used to this. Even though I'm sure you can map the buttons. Alright, anywho. Let's get out of this thing. That was very edifying. I'm glad we could do that. I'm glad we could get back into the thing. For now, we're just gonna chill and we're gonna continue on with the story. All right, this man is on my chest, so I gotta do him proud. We gotta do Clive. We gotta do Clive justice. Get this man to the King's Fall. Oh, Smithy, I forgot about him.
Make it quick.
Can I ask you about Blackthorn again? I don't remember this chunk of dialogue.
Well, I ain't the cook, am I? Look.
Hey, look, man. I mean, you cooking. You cooking. You're just cooking weapons. That's all. What's good?
You got anything needs repairing?
Let's use the forge. I've been collecting dragon toenails for like the past, what? 5-6 hours? Ooh, I didn't try this out yet. Stormcry. Oh, wait. I can craft it? Ooh, is that what you do? My face is really inside the mic right now. So wait, I can take the wind shard that I got from Garuda and make a wind sword with it?
It'd last you a good while.
Ooh, a bastard sword. What's a bastard sword? That's actually a not too bad regular sword. Looks like the broadsword +1 needs to be sold. We've got a Stormcry. Maybe I can make a Stormcry +1. Can I get some reinforcements up in here? Wait. A sash dyed a black so deep it might drive a man to madness. Ooh. If not, render him slightly more inconspicuous in a darkened room. That's racist. Chill. We're already dealing with a lot of slavery. I don't know why you would tell me that I'm going to wear a cloak so black that people won't be able to see me in a dark room. That's just mean. Steel silk. Bloody hide. And what are you, though? Offering at least something in the way of... it's 28. Okay, so definitely no to that. Maybe yes to that. Can I compare my gear? Oh, wow. Yeah, we ain't eating, boys. Let's make that.
No scratches, right?
Bruh. Okay, look. This just makes me feel good because we were out here with the doo-doo gear beating up wind gods. If you can beat up wind gods while wearing the doo-doo armor, I mean, fuck, sky's the limit, right? Anywho. This is obviously the best thing I can make right now. Oh, wait. What is this other 3 up? Is that health? Oh, defense. That's defense. Yeah, that's defense and HP. Look at that. I'm all about my pragmatism, okay? But I'm a very simple man. I'll take 3 points of health for 5 points of defense. I know the scale doesn't seem tipped in my favor, but...
Not bad.
Ooh.
I do say so myself.
Craft or upgrade 5 pieces of gear. Let's go. Anyway, yeah, I'm down with that. What? What does reinforcing do? What is it? Oh, that's like an upgrade? I can't reinforce the storm thingy? Boo. Oh. No, I can't. They don't let you do it. Boo. Oh, well. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to have a lot of stuff to save. I am swimming in gil. You know, I really feel like royalty. I can up the defense by reinforcing it. Traveler's bands +1 and 1 meteorite. Sure.
Yeah, that should do.
Oh, does reinforcing eat the old item? That's fucking great. I love that. How efficient. Okay, well, anyway. It's like infusion. Okay, you know, a little bit of transmog going on there. Or not really. It's more like infusion. I don't feel like making any of these would be productive, to be honest. TBH.
Anything else?
Nah, bro, you did good. This sword on my back looks crazy, though. This sword on my back looks like it goes hard. Not gonna lie. How are the abilities looking? 1271. We are almost there. We're so close. Look at that. I want this. Look at that shit. That's fucking crazy. Either that or whatever this is. Summon the tornado that slowly hunts down nearby enemies and upon ensnaring them inflicts multiple hits. I don't know, man. Which one is better? Do we want to destroy our enemies with giant natural disasters? Are we conjuring up ELEs, extinction level events? Or are we burning these fools? Look at this. I'm sorry, man. That's a clutch-ass move. And we only have to save up 400 more ability points to get it. I'm taking one for the team here. You know, moves could be getting reinforced right now. And I know I said I never would. You know, I know I said this is a thing we don't do, but I am... I am leaving upgrades on the table.
Come on. Gav will be waiting for us.
I'm leaving upgrades on the table. I know. Take my hair away from me immediately. so sad. I don't know what has to be going on with your brain chemistry in order to turn you into a bird person. Like, some people are dog. Most people are dog or cat people. What's going on with your brain chemistry when you become a bird person? Asking for a friend who's a bird person. Just, what is it about chocobos? I don't know, man. I don't know. I love birds. I would ask if there were like chocobo mounts, but something tells me that you don't traverse the land as much as you click dots on this big map, which is only a little bit disappointing in terms of raw exploration, but I guess it helps with the pacing and keeps the game from drowning you in random battles. Still a little disappointing, but I'm talking a big game, but I feel like this game has yet to show its hand. I feel like I'm still in the narrative thick of it, you know, before they just unleash me. You know? Like that. I just want to try this sword out. You know?
Not so long ago, this here was a thriving trade route. Then the blight came. The people left. And just like that, it was deserted. Making it the perfect little shortcut. Gab's waiting for us up ahead. Come on. Still feeling sorry for yourself?
Wouldn't you?
Don't.
The last 13 years of his life were a lie. You gotta let him process that. You gotta let him process that. I mean, he's been chasing ghosts for
Imperial signal.
a decade and a half.
They shouldn't be here. The old fort's been abandoned for years. Our little chat can wait.
You gotta chill. He developed into a man thinking he killed his brother.
You go on ahead and meet up with Gab.
But we both know that.
No buts about it.
I know he's annoying, but you're so lucky to have a friend like him. You have no idea. Again, this is yet another...
This is stupid. I'm the dominant of fire. We sent Gav on a wild goose chase.
I mean, if these are the layers you want to start peeling back as you... What's the word I'm looking for? If these are the layers that you want to peel back, Clive, as you process this, hey, man, I'm here for it. Yeah, man, you sent Gav on a wild goose chase. Poor Gav. All that work for nothing. I mean, the way I would think of it personally is that he... What the hell is that? Spiders and shit. Oh, God. Listen.
Get him, boy. Keep your distance, boy. You know what to do, boy. Sick of talk. You know what to do, boy. Over here. Stay down.
Yo, can you get me out of the shit? Like, listen. What do you think this is?
Don't let them get away. Get him, boy.
Excuse me. You gotta do that, you know. This is how you form bonds with your animal. You pet him after every battle. I don't know if that's true, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's so funny. Oh, I'm talking about... Speaking of great video game dogs, can we talk about the dog from The Last Guardian? I know everyone, including some professional reviewers, some not-so-professional reviewers, you know, are some of our favorite YouTubers. I know Video Game Donkey infamously hated it. My main, they, them, Jim Sterling, James S. Sterling, Steph, hated it with a flaming passion. And a lot of the hate that I've noticed that the game received was mostly down to the dog and the dog AI. Maybe not so much the game design, but the dog and the dog AI. And that was actually my smallest complaint. I actually enjoyed that aspect of the game. You know, I didn't treat the dog like a mechanic or an item to be used. I treated it like an AI to be cultivated into something pleasant, or just really an animal. Like, I would pet it after, like, what was the name of that thing? Trico? Yeah. I would pet Trico after every battle, pet Trico for no reason, feed Trico any barrels that I could find, pet Trico for no reason, call out to Trico, let Trico play in the dumb shit. Like, I spent an absurd amount of time playing the game like an experience rather than playing it like something I wanted to finish. And maybe I lacked that impatience or sense of urgency, you know, because I enjoyed it. And I found, personally, this may not be everyone's experience, but I never had a problem with the dog obeying my commands. And I don't know if that's because of the amount of time I spent with it, or because, you know, AI is unpredictable and weird. But me, you know, these just seem like natural things that you would do. Like, you know, pet your dog after a fight. You know? Feed your dog. It's no different than taking care of a... Good Lord! This is not helping the God of War comparisons at all. Are we good at it yet? Bro. Let's go. Ah! That was fun. Bro. I need to take a moment. How many ability points do I have right now? How many ability points? What am I? Yes, in fact, I am. Quite. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to start the game over from the beginning. I can't gain another ability point from here on out. This isn't even a joke. I actually don't think I'm allowed to gain another ability point.
Another perfect little shortcut, Sid. Straight to a nest of bloodthirsty beasts.
I'm sorry, but can we just respect this one more time? Yo. It should just automatically unlock every ability in the game if you get leaked ability points. I'm just saying. That's like a 1 in leak chance. That's a 1 in 1,337 chance of, you know, getting that ability point number. What are the odds? Just unlock everything for me right from jump. I was about to say, man, those dragonflies are so cute, and then it turns out that they're enemies. Because of course they are.
This time. Get him, boy. You know what to do. Yeah, boy. Sick of Toggle. Get him. Sick of Toggle.
I love the way this thing kind of works, the way the Devil Bringer and Devil May Cry works. If you're on the ground, it pulls enemies towards you. If you're in the air, it pulls enemies up to you. Always a fun addition to every... Stop. Stop. Oh, it doesn't kill. Look at that. Deadly Embrace does not kill. And it's over.
Come on. Let me through.
can I have more moves? I need a wider variety of tools to beat ass. As much as I like these combos, I have very little options when it comes to either staggers or heavy attacks that do a ton of damage. And I'm feeling a little spammy. I'm feeling a little uncreative, if you catch my drift. Talking a whole bunch of shit. Watch, before a boss comes and, like, you know, uses me to floss its ass. It's gonna happen. You know? It's only a matter of time. What's good, dog? I don't like that noise.
What is it, boy?
What's up?
After him! Don't let him escape! Gav!
Oh, no. Here we go again.
Who goes there? This one's a deserter. Take his head. Out of my way.
Wow, how can they tell? You know, can I get this mark off my face?
You made your
Can I really get this mark off my face, though?
You know what to do, boy. Not this time. That's enough. You know what to do, boy. You know what to do, boy.
Give me that. Stop. Let me be free. All right, they're throwing the entire cast at me now. Let's go. And a dragon. Let's go. Let me get my almonds in check. Hold on. More almonds. I got this. I don't feel overwhelmed yet. Throw more at me. Please be Sid. Please be Sid. Please be Sid.
Clive, what's the situation?
You're late. Captain Trouble.
What?
The Imperials are on his tail. We have to get to him before they do.
Understood. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
No. Let's go.
I'll take the dragon. Take the dragoon.
You know, when I named today's episode 2.5 Dominance, I had no idea just how accurate I was being. I thought I was being cheeky. Nah, man.
Die, you bastard! Sorry, lad. Don't know how much help I'm gonna be here.
Garuda, lend me your scanner, boy.
Gotcha. Whoa. Yo, Sid, save some for me, bro. Give me them cheeks. I want them now.
Get him.
Gotcha. 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 Ooh, okay, that was good. That was good. He got me. He got me there. It's kind of hard to read these animations, but I got you. Sid! Yes! Get him, boys!
Come on, let's finish him off.
Don't let me get away. Get him. You know what to do, boy.
Bonk. Can I hear that after every battle? It kills me that some of the battles end silently and some of them end with that amazing choir on the back end. We're only getting like 50 HP per level? Come on, people. Hmm. 1543, we're almost there. We're almost there. We are so close.
Come on.
We have to move. We got to save our boy. We just met Gav. Come on, fam. No.
Shit!
Come on, Gav. No! That dog hit him with the charge move. I love it. Torval charged back, hit forward, and punch. Woo! Yo, you better hit him with the Garuda. Grab him with the Devil Embrace. Hit your B button. I'm tight. Use Garuda, fool!
Help me.
I'm so mad. You literally have an ability that lets you grab people out of the air. I'm mad, but I'm glad Gav is okay. If Gav had died in that moment, that would have been such a terrible plot hole. Can we not play with my emotions like this? It's not fair. This is weird. I've only known Gav for an hour. Why do I care this much?
Clive doesn't have your nose, I said.
He's even smoking medieval cigars.
That's the trouble with
He's
it all,
truly
buddy.
Sid.
Can't help sticking it where it's not wanted. But if it wasn't for you two, my sniffing days would be over. Thank you. Truly.
You're welcome, brother.
So, what news?
Well, found out where your friend's heading for one thing.
Gav,
Him and his mate are on their way to your old stomping ground, Rosaria. You should have seen what they did to the Imperials who tried to stop them. There's no question about it. He's a dominant fire, all right.
He can't be.
Clive, I saw you turn into an icon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix. But we weren't alone, were we? There was the fellow you saw enter the whirlwind. I saw him too. You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
I'm telling you, it's Joshua. He resurrected.
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know.
It's a resurrected Joshua because his icon's the fucking Phoenix.
I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death. That you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible and kill yourself if he's not.
Sid.
Don't thank me.
That's amazing logic.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No birds returning this year.
The Deadlands have swallowed their roosts, like as not. We're running out of time.
We'll be in Rosaria in a day or two.
Back to where it all began. He must be stopped.
Duh! Come on. Come on, man. Stop. Of course it's him. Who else would it be? Who else would it be? I mean, again, that's so annoying. But now that just makes me, you know, question things because he did see him in the vortex. So what does that mean?
Ever seen a volcano?
What? You think I'm having you on?
Clive! Your friend. She's awake.
Good, now I can steal her power. That's cool. I was looking for some ice powers. Just let me go in there and shake her hand.
Right, you lot. Enough slacking.
Take a pinky swear or something. Just
Goats,
kind of.
Come with me. Gav, go and get those wounds seen to.
Oh, give it to me straight. How long have I got?
About to drink my almond jar.
All in good time. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Jill.
Catching up with old girlfriends. Always tense.
Isn't the Moogle
Let's get this fixed before someone doesn't.
Oh, I thought she was about to die. Like, who walks into a room like that? He was like, like, what the fuck?
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my
And
life.
betrayed my not kingdom.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
It's a pretty easy question to answer, TBH.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke and everything changed.
A lot of people awoke that night, huh?
It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
Huh. It is a very ironic name.
What happened to Clive?
Oh.
What happened at Phoenix
Oh,
Gate?
she doesn't know. I forgot about that. He said us. She doesn't know that he's a dominant.
It was me. I killed
Why did we need a
Joshua.
fadeaway for that?
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't.
I
do
mean,
that.
he was a boy. He was too young to control the thing he had
It's the
accidentally
truth.
summoned.
I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
That's really unfortunate, bro.
When I think back to that night. The hooded man, he spoke to me.
Interesting.
What did he say? We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, all right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then.
We've a long journey ahead of us.
I thought I told you to make yourself scarce. Your friend needs to get dressed.
I mean, I'm just saying I could stay for a little bit, though, just to make sure that she's adjusted well to her new surroundings. And okay, I'll just leave.
We're looking at half a dozen.
Isn't the Moogle funny? I wonder what it's trying to say.
Kupo, probably.
They even have a Moogle. I've never seen one in the flesh. I'm sure it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest, and that they never reveal themselves to humans. Nectar, you say? Clive.
This man speaks Moogle? Yeah, I was about to say, this man speaks Moogle?
So it would seem.
He's like, I feel so seen.
That sounds painful.
I agree. You gotta love Clive, you know? Making friends everywhere he goes.
Ah, Clive. I trust you're settling in.
No more than usual.
Gradually getting used to the place.
I'm glad to hear it. I was hoping you might be persuaded to come to my aid once more. Your services will be rewarded.
Didn't he not pay me last
Doubt
time?
it. Seems to be the way around here.
We strive to be better than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our esteemed companions. I have 3 meals for 3 industrious souls. What say you?
I'd be happy to help.
They deliver pretty decent exposition.
The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out are busying themselves about the
right.
hideaway. You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again, Clive.
Why not?
We just don't have enough teams to follow.
Kenneth is a miracle.
I mean, I guess expecting Simon and Garfunkel would have been a bit much from a licensing perspective, but you ain't clever. Bunch of asshats. Whatever. The sound of silence. Yuck. I like it though. There are little cheeky moments in the in-game dialogue and in some of the references. I appreciate that. I remember when it was a huge deal. Well, I mean, I still think it is, but I remember it being exceptional that the Final Fantasy IX translation was full of all these really fun pop culture references and, you know, little non sequiturs and similes, very recognizable things. Like, I'll never forget. I think at the very beginning of the game, there's like a carpenter that says something like, "Damn it, Jim, I'm a carpenter, not a doctor." And it's like, what? Wait, huh? A Star Wars reference? And I think I may own it. It may just be behind me. It was either an old Game Fan or Electronic Gaming Monthly where they, or actually it might have been a Play Magazine, where they interviewed the director behind the translation and said, you know, we really went all out and had a lot of fun. He speaks like fluent Japanese, and he went back and forth with the original game developers and the director personally and had a lot of fun. So they really gave him carte blanche on where to take the translation, and what you ended up with was a game that had a lot of really, really well-written characters and really fun humor, like maybe more than usual for a Final Fantasy game. Like, I feel like out of all of the translations, even the ones that are in the Pixel remasters, I feel like Final Fantasy IX's translation in particular stands out in its tone and delivery. Out of all the, even, I won't say out of all of the Final Fantasies, but definitely out of all of the PlayStation Final Fantasies. Like 7 and 8 sound and look a particular way. Anyway. Okay, so I've got, oh no, isn't that the sword I made? I feel like nothing's going on here.
That it? Fine.
Alright, what up?
Oi. Back so soon? Fancied another kip in the cells, did you?
I'm a beat him with this soup.
He thought you might be hungry.
Like, why do I have to feed somebody who's just being an asshole? I should have the option to throw the soup. Like, yeah, I fed it to him.
He wasn't wrong. The way my gut's been growling, I'd have curls running scared.
Guard duty down here can't be much fun.
It's not. But sometimes folk need locking up, and someone has to watch over them. I help people sleep at night, and that's not a boast many can make. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars now, you hear me?
These are very Skyrim-y. No, these are very Mass Effect 1-y, but I'll allow it. Yeah, I won't. That was mean. I wanted to retract that immediately after saying it. Like, Skyrim, it's not that bad. It's not static, but it's definitely very reverse shot, very, A problem they fixed in Mass Effect 2 by using more cinematic camera angles, and I think they tied them to an AI so the angles were different every time. I don't know if the angles were hand-picked or if they were randomly generated, but they had a wider variety of cinematic choices, and the game felt more cinematic overall.
You! Newcomer! I need help.
What's the matter?
It's my assistant. She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing.
Like, even a slow panning shot would make this more visually interesting.
For fear of what might have happened. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check? I have to know.
All right, I'll go.
Marvelous. Thank you. You'll be rewarded for your time, of course.
Whereabouts is she?
Gotan's Bales. It's on the outskirts of Lostwig. Not the safest place for an unaccompanied bearer, perhaps, but the soil there is second to none. Now go, and do not linger. Why, it may already be too late.
Shit. Wait until he finds out that I'm about to deliver 2 people soup before I start looking. Nobody tell him. I'm finna deliver somebody some soup. Like, wait, I'll go find your assistant. But first. With a soda on the side.
Can I help you? Kenneth sent me.
Wait, I didn't even read this. A simple yet sustaining dish of boiled eggs and spelt bread, lovingly assembled by the Hideaway's resident mealsmith. Boiled eggs and spelt bread? How does one spelt a bread? As it seems, there are many ways to spelt a bread. Many nutrients. Much grains. I have consumed this. Ah, did you know that Dave's Killer Bread is considered a spelt bread? How about that? Thank you, Dave. Alright. So that sounds gross, but, you know, far be it from me to begrudge the people of Valmeria.
Our food has arrived. Does your appetite still elude you?
Valmeria.
Is he sick?
Far be it from me to judge these people's dietary choices.
Physicus immediate ministrations are sent here for further rest. I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves, which leaves me very little time for anything else. Happily, Kenneth sees that I stay fed. I would be lost without the kindness of good people like him and yourself. Thank you. Come, you must eat if you're to recover.
I hate to be a burden, but thank you.
Ah, glad to see the color back in your cheeks. That's one less thing to worry about.
Could really do with a proper place to train.
That girl is still standing there laughing at the Moogle. I mean, at some point it becomes ironic, right?
Ooh, something smells good. For me, I hope.
It is. Courtesy of Kenneth.
The more I look at that brand, the more hideous I find it.
Oh, my thanks. These birds are needy creatures. They don't like me running off to the fat chocobo behind their backs.
They must keep you busy.
Ah, there's never a moment's rest. Probably for the best I eat down here, reeking of the staples as I do. I'd only put people off their food. And who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food, and be sure to give Kenneth my regards.
Birds are a wonderful part-time job.
I think that's
Little rascals.
But let Kenneth know.
Right before stream, I was tossing cabbage all over the place. Seriously, if I come home and I do not acknowledge the bird, it flies after me. It screeches. He'll keep screeching until I come over and say hi. It's ridiculous. But imagine if he were as big as a chocobo.
Ah, you're back. All done? Wonderful. Here, your reward, as promised.
The hideaway's quite something.
No!
Everyone has their place.
A fact we are proud of, believe me. I'm glad you've witnessed it for
Sadness.
yourself. You have your place too, of course, as you have just so capably proven, and you will always have a place with us, should you desire it.
It's kind of you to say so.
It is the truth, and not a soul among us would deny it. I look forward to all that you will bring to our little community.
I mean, I've already brought you guys Uber Eats. You just don't realize it yet. Literally Grubhub right now.
What do you want?
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? Off you go then.
I should probably say thank you. To Gav too.
And what do you want? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. I reckon I can find a buyer. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Back down memory lane, eh? Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav. I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job. No need to make such a fuss. You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid
He
when you need
is terrible at goodbyes.
When he gets back.
Poor
I will.
guy.
'Sorry to keep
Look
you
at
waiting.
her.
Ready, my lady?
Ready.
All right. I knew we wouldn't be able to keep Sid for long. Hurts the soul. Alright, so where is this side mission at? Because I'm taking Jill. I hope she's ready to go off the beaten path for a second. Hope she's ready to just, you know, be a little bit distracted. There she is. Hello. No, we don't have to look very hard, do we?
Someone's in trouble.
Sick of Torgal. Don't let them get away. That's enough. Get him, boy.
hurt.
It would have been worse if you hadn't come along. Wait, I've seen you around the hideaway. You're new, aren't you?
I'm Clive.
And I'm Martel. But what are you doing here?
Looking for you. This is no place for a bearer on her own.
I noticed that. But this soil's not going to collect itself.
Then what if I gathered it for you? You could head back to the hideaway. Just exactly what sort of dirt is it that you need?
What I need is soil. But I'd be a fool to refuse your help after what just happened. It's the good stuff you're looking for. Dark, rich, fragrant. You'll know it when you find it.
Dark.
What is she talking about?
Fragrant. Right. Well, you should hurry back. Bohemil seemed worried enough that he might come looking for you himself.
That seems unlikely, but I won't argue with you. Thanks.
Soil, then. There's certainly enough of it here. But is it dark, rich, and fragrant? That should be enough. I better get it back to the hideaway.
A noisome morass. What a description.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Bran did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army, and get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
Wow.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
I get that.
But I'm here now.
Indeed. Indeed.
Thanks to you.
He's so dramatic. I love him. Good for you. You unpack your trauma, sir.
We should press on.
I wonder what's drawing them all to Rosaria at this particular moment in time.
That inn at the top of the hill must be Martha's Rest. Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
Not too far from the truth. Why does she run faster than me?
Look at the fuse on these.
They never finished building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
Oi! Stop. Here, you couldn't give me an hand, could you? Typical. A bloody bearer. Just when I thought my luck...
You're a fucking peasant. What are you doing judging me because I have a tattoo on my face?
A crumb of crystal than an empty hand.
Wow.
Though it pains me to use another man's brand.
Wow. What is this?
Here, you understand me, don't you?
What is this?
I need your help.
Bro.
These blasted birds must have caught a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. As very late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Fine.
That's the spirit. All right. Here. You hand that to the stable master and no one else. I'm owed a little something for it. If he gives it to you, pass it along to your master by way of thanks. Be off with you then, and don't go taking any detours on the way.
You know, I know everybody wants to feel the same and feel represented. Even by, you know, certain, I don't know, I guess you could call it like, messaging. You know, like, I understand that to some degree everybody wants to feel seen. But, yeah. How much someone compare the way branded are treated to the way they're regarded out in the real world? And I gotta say, yeah, this ain't codified as that, fam. This ain't codified as that at all. People don't talk to you like that if you're that. People talk to you like that if you're me. And I know the irony in claiming that, given the context, but no. No. People talk to you like that if you're this. And I strongly dislike that interaction because of that. That was so gross. You can't kick off the bees? Boo. He talked down to me Openly denigrated my existence. I thought I couldn't interpret or understand basic English, while implying I couldn't read. And then told me to do something for them. Oh my god. I went through something like that just the other day. It was awful. I'm so mad. Huh. Well, the allegory is sound. Unusually powerful folk are being subjugated by people who are not nearly as powerful as them.
Here we are. Martha's Rest.
And are an enslaved, inferior working class.
Are you the stable master? I was asked to deliver this to you.
This is for me, right enough. Not sure what some bearer is doing bringing it to me, though. Where's that fool of a peddler got to?
He couldn't come himself. His cart's surrounded by wild chocobos.
Good for him. That's what happens when you're racist.
I'll have it full of Gizal greens, no doubt. Crammed with him, if I know him.
Gizal greens.
Chocobos go mad for them, don't they? And if you forget to seal the car
They
outside,
do.
the smell gets out.
That's cute.
And birds come running from miles around. Don't get me wrong. They're a fine investment for a savvy merchant.
Yeah, I think I used to get a ton of them for the mating
You
season.
can't get greedy, as our mutual friend is learning the hard way. Still, I got my wares, and that's all that matters. Be sure to pass your master my regards.
I know I have a brand on my face, but do you have to just imply that I have a master from jump? Why can't I be a free branded? Wait, does Valteria have, like, apartheid? Did it have a civil war? Is slavery over here? Clearly not.
Good girl. You get some rest.
You barely have to step out your front door these days before you're set upon by beasts or bandits. So much for the Holy Empire bringing us a new age of enlightened order.
He's not wrong. But he didn't have to say it like that.
I wonder if Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
Jill, you are barely here. I'm gonna need you to speak up, man. Don't you want to catch up with your
Stuff was
boy?
for the Golden Stables again.
I really forgot she was here.
When he gets to Eastpool, leave him in the park.
Here, has this thing always been glowing?
Only when I visit.
It was good, honest work building that.
What's up, Martha?
Excuse me.
Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rosaria. Even a strapping lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me. Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Indeed.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks. I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it, but he went out on another job.
Here it comes. She's gonna ask me.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed he's just taking his time. The alternative don't bear thinking about.
We'll find him. And make sure he's safe.
But the fate of the universe.
We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to
I
do
mean,
it.
we don't. I could just jump over
I
it.
see why Sid's got such a soft spot
I could
for
just
you.
Phoenix dash
If you could,
right over
I'd
it.
be in your debt.
Be out. Be on my way to Rosaria.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
Fantastic.
To the marshes, then. Let's find that ladder.
This is wild. Never down raw, lest bitter juices inspire violent retching and loose bowels. Avoid the fry pan, lest foul stink taint the iron, rendering it none better than slag. And by no means put to stew, lest the vapors overexcite stable bows. Sugar bows. If suffer the fodder, one must first mix with 9 parts Drake's mint, 6 parts lemon peel, or 3 parts ginger root, and soak in honeyed wine for a quarter moon to lessen malodor. I almost want to screenshot that. It's a literal Gissel Greens recipe. The following cheatery will be repaid with a swift boot to the... That's good.
us to Eastpool.
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder.
I don't care what your orders are, Brandon. You keep that.
Get away from me!
What was that?
It came from under the bridge. Come on.
There he is.
Hold on, we're coming!
You know what to do, boy. Sicko Torgal! Over here. Get him! It's over. Get him, boy!
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for
Indeed.
it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn around. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, hey?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away. The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him, we go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right, and she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed, all right? But I was supposed to be in Eastpool.
You ain't pulled that sword from its scabbard.
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the Founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial Gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth about why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
So it's like the Middle Passage, but for magic people?
Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, aye. Let them deal with it. Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, he weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
Unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them. Since you're not drinking, do me a favour and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
Interesting.
And we'll see it at an abbey.
Glademond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrow.
She just gave him some absinthe.
The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
Let's do it.
It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
Back when we had proper leaders and proper trades. Not just
Get it, boy.
blades and our bodies.
No.
I knew that children were tested, that a bearer's fate was decided at birth.
And assumed it was best for all concerned. I know. But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No.
Okay, that was excessive. Why? He did some kind of crazy super move. It's silly. He like ground his sword into that thing's back. Ooh, wild chocobos. Can I catch them? Can I eat them? Are those whole blur artifacts? What is going on with this game's implementation of motion blur? I don't know, dude. Why is that even an option? That didn't feel good at all. I don't want to fight chocobos. I don't want to kill random chocobos for no reason. That's so sad. I'm in so much pain right now. I'm sorry. No, run, you heathens! Don't attack the chocobos!
There's the abbey. What darkness awaits us within, I wonder.
Let's go and see.
Why is everything chasing me at once?
Don't let them get away.
It was earned, I suppose. Still a little bit sad. That's a cool finisher for a combo. At least now it has flames on it. Bonk.
You know what to do. Get him, boy. There, boy. You know what to do, boy.
Did he just walk into a wall?
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Griga go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me. I don't want to die. Please, Father. Help me for the pain. I beg you. The light. It fades. I don't want to die alone. It's all right. I'm here.
Who are
What is he
people?
perishing of?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can, for the time they have left.
Poor guy.
The curse has taken them. All of them.
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift.
I wonder what the over-under on that actually
Each
is.
draw on the ether, their bodies petrify,
till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Thank you, Father.
Dang it.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now their final moments may be moments of peace.
That's a really big maybe. I mean, something tells me that turning completely into stone isn't pleasant.
When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
How awful. Wow. So, branded basically live in eternal pain. Look, the branded life experience is that of suffering.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes, we should.
They live a torrid, subjugated lifestyle where they're spat upon and are forced to use powers that lead them ever closer to a painful and solitary death. All right, you're laying it on pretty thick there. I get it. Really, I get it. I get it, guys. Nobody wants to be a branded. Truly, I understand. I'm gonna mull on that for a minute. I'm gonna think about that for a little while. Reconsider my life. All the choices I made that led me up until this point. All right, let's get back into this thing. Yes.
Company.
Crab.
Give them all you've got, boys. That's enough. Sick of Torgal. Get him. Over here. Sick of Torgal. Get him. There, boy.
Mid crab slash even. Look at that. Let's hear it for the crab slash. Let's hear it for the crab slash. Let's go.
Fresh cuts.
Come and have a look. Don't be shy.
Where'd you get these turnips? From over Amber way, are they? That's right. It's the new crop. Came on the last wagon.
Been doing healthy trade with the folk from the monastery of late.
Funny how Griga's servants always seem to have full purses.
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Keep them nice and fresh.
I'll waste some perfectly good ice powers, fam.
How do?
How do? I think we're fine so far. The Founder's Footsteps Orchestra. Why is it so expensive? Good lord, no. Don't buy that.
Much obliged. Take care out there, eh?
Sometimes you wanna go where only Martha knows your name.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs.
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength?
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending. But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us.
You know, after all that triumph and epicness...
and know that you will always be welcome here.
I kind of just feel somber now. This must be the slavery sucks portion of the game.
You were right, Sid. It really is.
You know, where they're really just like...
Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
You knew who I was the whole time? Boo. Flattered as I am that my reputation precedes me, you know.
You take care out there, all right? And remember, you're always welcome here at the rest.
Thanks, Martha.
It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
Voice acting is very suitable for the game.
We should think about pressing on.
Right, all right. Just let me get this down, mate.
I can't be seen talking to you. If there's anything you need, ask Martha.
Sid.
Can I borrow a chocobo, though?
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to.
Okay.
Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary
That's gonna
misconduct.
come back later.
But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
Oh. I knew a girl back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you.
Okay.
I wanted to save her. For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate?
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
Jill. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust you'll take good care of the boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We'd best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
I mean, I could use one of those. Why do we have to run everywhere? Why can't I ride a chocobo? Like Sid. That was a cute goodbye. Didn't know Sid was the one for rousing and...
So much for all parts of the Empire being equal, if that's all the crystal they give us. Oh, and it's not
just
like
rousing speeches. That was pretty heartfelt for such a devil-may-care character.
Here, you're that bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you give
He's
me
a
a hand?
fishmonger.
Curse my luck. I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter fool.
Did you?
Now, I've not got your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. It's just a short climb down. I'll make it worth your while.
I can't promise anything.
Well, just promise you'll look. Ah, there may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
Claimed it?
Why would you do this?
But only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Nasty buggers, them.
These are, of course, the details you withhold until after you've told the
But
person.
don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as
Oh.
they say. The ladders, right over there.
Where is it? Is it really? I love how these things are always easy to do and you're not doing them. Just say, man, jump into the ravine with your dog. It's cool. There's ladders. The height of my concerns, really. Glad he's got everything figured out there with the ladders.
Never heard of crabs eating crystal. This should be interesting.
We have very different definitions of interesting. Aerial crabs. Carapace.
This must be it. No point spending any more time down here than I have to.
last one of all branded.
You barely have to step out your front door these days before you're set upon by beasts or man.
Well, any luck?
Yours, I presume.
You found it! Oh, thank you!
Yay! Or something like that. I don't know. This man was about to make a new variety of crab.
Any longer out in the sun and my catch would have made for poor eating indeed.
Be more careful next time.
Oh, I will, I promise. No point casting my nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones whenever they wanted. Can't now, though, not for love nor money. Crystals are scarce, and the Empire tightens its purse strings more every day. Lose this little beauty again, and I might as well scrap my nets and take to begging.
That's funny.
Bridge to Eastpool's mended. I hear the leathers are
Don't you worry about them boards. I use good solid lumber.
Martha said the blight had spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
I'm trying to figure out what like the minimum amount you would have to run, you know, in order to trigger his sprinting animation, and I really can't figure it out.
Keep your distance, boy. There, boy. Finished.
Let's make this quick.
Get them all you've got, boys.
Over here. You know what's good, boy. You know what to do, boy. It's over. You know what to do, boy.
You there! Over here! Excuse me, I'll use that blade of yours. Curse my luck. I'm branded. Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marfors, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Made out baked, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot.
But then...
But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
All right. I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
I can't see how not.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait.
I feel like a Mortal Kombat character.
When you've seen to every last one of them, go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He'll want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
Okay. More objectives.
You look hungry, all right. Hungry and mean.
Give them all you've got, boy. There, boy. Sick of trouble. Keep your distance, boy.
That was decent. That was good. I will. I refuse to be mad at that.
You, Bryce?
What's it to you, bearer?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves, so I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the entire pack. Then again, if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, Frederick. You wily bastard. I never thought to pit beast against beast like that. Served us well, bearer. Be sure to pass our thanks to your master.
windmills. That must be Eastpool.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Mistakes. There, boy. That's enough.
What a nice landscape. Double windmills at that. Whoever's up there must be wealthy.
I remember coming here with Lord Murdoch when I was young. Rosaria seemed a very different place back then.
This is not the same Rosaria you grew up in, my man.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
That's adorable.
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes, but oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and...
And now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please. There is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
I'm sorry.
Clive.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist
Yeah, okay.
you rest. We can talk later.
Pretty sure that's not what that was.
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I thought hundreds died, there were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime.
I see.
That day in Dalmekia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better be just another.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony, when we looked up at the moon? I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We should get some rest.
Yeah, I don't think that was the plan the heavens had for you, you whippersnappers. Jill, take half of that stuff off. Good lord. You sleep in that?
Sleep well.
Sleep well, Jill.
Thank you, Lady Anna. Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Oh, before Elwyn became Archduke.
What in the devil may cry is he wearing?
These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Or what?
Well, I'm very grateful for them. Sorry for
He really looks like Soul Bad Guy right now.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
Actually insane. Where did he get this outfit? Is he wearing that outfit on the box?
They suit you well.
Yeah, if his name were Gungrave.
Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes.
My man is over here really looking like beyond the grave.
No, I should
My
thank
brain
you.
hurts.
It may only have been for a short while, but seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah. If we follow the road to the north, it should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
If you're buying, I'm selling. Oh, I won't say no. This should make me a few gil. Come back soon now. Well met, friend. Come back soon now.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers.
Oh shit, gang gang. Gang gang.
Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastport. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
Smart.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
I'll find the little whippersnapper.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
Back in my day.
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
Right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
Oh, fuck.
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalivian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Don't worry, he won't have gone far. He's not too steady on his feet.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer. An elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Viceroy stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with them.
Patrick the chocobo keeper. Thank you. We will.
I'm sorry, Jill. For making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
That's cute. He apologizes to her for taking her on side quests. That's funny. I love it.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
It's things like this that make you want to do the thing, you
Is
know?
something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself. Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here, we'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
I'm so check.
Drink up now, my darling.
Lady, these are weeds!
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even
Oh, look at their scarecrows. Their scarecrows look awfully familiar.
There's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry.
He looks like he's meditating to beat some ass. Should we mess with him?
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Hey, are you joking?
Get him, boy! Over here. Get him, boy! You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy! Sick of trouble. Sick of trouble.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long. You finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you
Good
would
Lord.
come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition. One which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day. Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah. After all, she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
Redlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
What?
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the land's life force, and problems are all that's left.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the Blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful. There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
What an interesting chapter we just went through there. Not that we completed the, the problem with Benedicta. But we also got a little bit more